friends, I am Narendra Verma once again before you. As already we have swept the chapter number 4 in accountancy for class 12 CBSE syllabus. Now it's time to start the chapter number 5 under partnership, that is admission of a new partner, right? So in today's section, what we are going to learn: concept of admission of partner, why a partner is admitted in a firm, what is the need, what is the requirement, we'll discuss about it, and and what is the provision related to that in Partnership Act. We'll discuss about that. Then rights of a new partner, effects on admission of a partner, and at last accounting treatment on admission of a partner. Alright, that we will have this idea about right now. Later on in the further videos, I'll discuss the particular numerical problems. Alright, so let's start. Very first, concept of admission of a new partner. See, one partnership firm is running on, right? So why there is a need that 2 or 3 partners who are already existing there in the firm, they need to admit a new partner? There can be 2 causes. Okay, one cause, need of more capital. Okay, because this is the limitation of partnership, that they have limited capital. Okay, if they need more capital and when all the partners are unable to bring that capital, then what they do, they admit a new partner. Okay, and the new partner is supposed to bring capital along with him. Understood the point? So one requirement is what? Need of capital. Okay, another requirement which is more essential than this, that is managerial skills. Sometimes what happens, the partnership firm is going on, okay, and they need to start a certain project under the same firm, and for that specific skills are needed, okay, and those skills is not held by any of the existing partners. So they would like to admit a new person in their partnership firm as a partner who holds such kind of specific managerial skills. Understood the point? Okay, so there can be 2 reasons. So due to any of these reasons or both reasons, right, a new partner is admitted to the existing partnership firm. Okay, now what happens, how he gets admission there? See, the firm continues. Partners may come, partners may go, the firm continues, right? Okay, firm is not dissolved. Whenever there is a change in the ratio of the partners, then their relationship changes, but the partnership firm goes on. Similarly, here also we see that when a new partner comes, then what happens, the relationship between the partners, or we better say that the agreement, whether it is oral or written, okay, the earlier agreement which had been going on, that comes to an end, that is over now. Right? When there is the entry of new partner, then the new agreement is supposed to be made, including that new partner as well. Understood the point? So we can say that this is also one of the modes of reconstitution of the firm. Already in chapter 4 we learnt about it, that various modes of reconstitutions were there. In the very first lecture of chapter 4 I informed you that. Okay, so this is one of the modes, right? So whenever there is the admission of a new partner in partnership firm, then what happens, the reconstitution of the firm takes place, however the firm goes on. Understood the point? Okay. Now, according to Indian Partnership Act 1932, Section 31, a new partner can be admitted into the partnership firm in 2 cases. One, when in partnership deed already such condition is mentioned, okay, but say for example that there is no point related to admission of a new partner is mentioned in the partnership deed, and generally it happens because nobody thinks that in future we will be adding some more partners. That depends on the spot need, right? Okay, so in that case what happens, new partner can be admitted to the firm, but with the consent of all the existing partners. It cannot happen like that. Say for example 4 partners are there, 3 are willing that new partner can come, and 1 is saying no, he cannot come, then majority wins and new partner will be admitted. Not at all. The consent of all the partners is needed. When all the partners agree to admit a new partner, only then he gets admitted to the firm, otherwise not. Why it happens? Because when a new partner comes, then what does it mean? It means that he is also going to share the profits. Okay, so when another person is added, definitely the existing partners are supposed to lose some of his share. So that is why their consent is necessary. Consent of each partner is must. Understood the point? Now let's understand what are the rights of a new partner. Alright? When a new partner gets admitted to the firm, then what kinds of rights he has? I just write it down. So, rights of a new partner. There are two rights. One, right to share future profits. Obviously, when a new partner comes, then he also has right on the profit after the date when he gets admitted. Okay, after that date, whatever profit is earned, he also has right to get that, right? Otherwise, he will not be called a partner. Partner means who is coming for some kind of part and share. Understand the point? And one more thing we need to remember here, when we say profits, it includes losses also. Okay? He is supposed to bear the losses as well. If he is coming to any partnership firm, from the date when he gets entered, he is supposed to bear the losses as well if losses are there. Understood? Another right. Right to share assets of the firm. Yes, like all other partners, he also has rights on assets. Okay, whenever the assets are sold, he also must be getting the share of that. Understood the point? Okay, so that is what the right to share assets of the firm. One more thing we need to understand here, when we say asset, it includes one more thing, that he is also liable for the liabilities created. After his entry, as many liabilities are created, incurred, okay, by the firm, he is also liable for those. Understood? So, in short, we can say that there are two rights. He is supposed to get profit, he is supposed to get share in assets, okay, and what can be the liabilities? He is supposed to bear the losses and he is supposed to be responsible for the liabilities as well. Understood the point? So, this is about the rights and liabilities of a new partner. Now let's discuss what are the effects, okay, on the admission of a partner in the firm. What kind of effects are there? I just write down all the points and then one by one I will be discussing with you. Fine. So these are the effects of admission of a partner. Let's read them and understand. Old partnership ends in new form. Okay. See what happens. Partnership here means the agreement between the partners. Okay. Say for example, earlier there were three partners A, B, C. Now the fourth one gets admitted, that is D. So the agreement which was there among the three partners A, B, C, that has ended now. Now the new agreement will be made including the fourth partner named D as well. Right? Okay, now whatever is the agreement, whatever the terms and conditions are agreed among all these four, okay, that including all those things, the new agreement is made and that becomes the basis of the partnership relationship that they have. Understood the point? So the first change comes here, the earlier agreement or partnership relationship gets ended and new relationship or new agreement is formed. Understood? Okay. Next, new partner entitled to share profits and old share of partners reduced. See, I'll just give you one example. Okay. Say for example, there are three partners A, B, C. Okay, and they are sharing their profits in the ratio 3:2:1. Now D comes. Okay, and D says that I will take 1/4 share in profit. Right? So earlier, if we see that A was getting, how much A was getting? 3/6. Okay, and B was getting 2/6 and C was getting 1/6. Okay, now what will happen? D will get 1/4. Okay, so from the total 1 share, we will deduct 1/4, then what we get? 3/4. Now, earlier the entire one was being distributed among all these three. Now, only this portion will be distributed among these because for this, another partner D has come. Okay, understood the point? So for ABC combinedly, this is the share 3/4. Now out of this, they will share whatever agreement they decide, because D comes on the condition that he will get 1/4 share in profit. Okay, so we assume that there is the total 1 full. Okay, and out of that 1/4 share will be given to D. Then what will be remaining? 3/4. Okay, so now all these three partners will be sharing 3/4. Who earlier were sharing the complete 1, now they are sharing only 3/4. Understood the point? If I consider that this is the complete portion 1, okay, but now they are not going to get that. They are going to share only this portion. So this is the difference. Earlier all these ABC were getting this. Now these ABC are getting this, because this portion is going to D. Okay, so what I am trying to say that new partner is getting the share in profits, but the old partners are in combined getting the reduced share. Okay, their share is reducing. Understood? So that is also the effect. Another point, the old partners sacrifice their share and new brings goodwill or premium for goodwill to compensate the same. Let's understand this concept. What does it mean? See, now we have seen that here they are sacrificing their share. Earlier they were getting the complete 1 distributed among all these 3, but now they are getting only 3/4, means they are sacrificing their share. Okay, so for that sacrifice, the new partner D is supposed to pay some amount to these. Okay, and that amount is known as premium for goodwill, or you can call it goodwill, but it's better to call it premium for goodwill. Okay, when I was discussing this concept in chapter number 3, goodwill, nature and valuation, okay, then also I explained you in detail about this concept. Okay, so this is what goodwill. Okay, why? One more time I just repeat what I told you in that video. Okay, what happens? These people have created the organization. Okay, they have brought it to the position on which it is earning this much profit right now, and he comes at this point, and from the very first day he starts getting the share in the increased profit. It was not there in the earlier. Okay, so and they are reducing their share, they are sacrificing their share. So for compensating that share, okay, for what they are sacrificing, he brings some amount, and that is directly paid to these partners. Okay, that is known as premium for goodwill or goodwill. Understood the point? When we have the treatment of goodwill, I'll explain you in detail. Okay. Now, new partner brings capital. Yes. Now, how much amount of capital the new partner is supposed to bring? That depends on the agreement between old partners and new partner who is coming. And maybe possible that there are more than one partners coming. Okay, there is no problem. It depends on the existing partner, how many partners they want to admit they can. There is no problem at all. Okay, so what happens? The amount of capital is also agreed, okay, by the new partner, incoming one, as well as the old and existing partner. Understood the point? Now, new partner has right on assets and liabilities. Obviously, when a partner becomes partner, okay, then in the entire firm he is supposed to share profit, as well as he has right on assets and liabilities as well. He will be liable for the liabilities as well. Okay, another point, assets and liabilities are revalued and reassessed, net change is adjusted. See, we have already discussed that in chapter number 4. When there is a change in the ratio of partners, then the assets and liabilities are revalued and reassessed. Understood? Okay, but there in that chapter the ratio was changing only between and among the partner. Here also the ratio is changing, and new person is also being added. So ratio has to change. Okay, like I have already explained you how it has to be. So it has to change. So when the ratio is changing, definitely assets will be revalued and the liabilities will be reassessed, and the net change, whether it is profit or loss, that has to be adjusted. That will be transferred to old partner's capital account. Okay, just for the same it is being done, right? Next, adjustment for reserves, accumulated profits or losses. This is also done. Okay, because the new partner who's coming from today's date, he has no right on the earlier created reserves, profit and losses. Okay, so before his entry, all the reserves, profit, losses are supposed to be adjusted, means distributed. If the profits are there, these are credited to the old partner's capital account. If the losses are there, these are debited to the old partner's capital account. Understood the point? Okay, so these are the effects. Fine. In briefly we saw that these many changes are supposed to come when a partner gets admitted to a partnership firm. Understood the point? Now let's have discussion about the accounting treatment. Now we are seeing from the accounting point of view that how many numerical problems and related to what concept we need to attempt. Okay, so if we see from that point of view, because my further videos will be depending on these. Understood? Because the chapter will go in that way. That was the theoretical portion. So I am just finishing this all in one video. And the further videos will include numericals. Okay. So we'll be doing the numericals on determination of new profit sharing ratio and sacrificing ratio. Okay, few problems we'll be doing related to calculation of new profit sharing ratio as well as sacrificing ratio. Okay, so that will be there in the video part 2. Okay, now later on we will discuss about valuation and adjustment of goodwill. What is the accounting treatment of goodwill on the admission of a new partner? We'll be discussing about that, all the cases in detail. Okay, well, lot of numerical problems. Understood? Next, we'll be discussing adjustment of profit or loss on the revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. Okay, this is as similar as we did in chapter 4, change in profit sharing ratio among existing partners. Similar treatment is done. New partner has no role to play in this. In the similar way, we will be preparing revaluation account. In similar way, all the assets and liabilities will be reassessed. However, I will solve few numerical problems on this as well. But in short, I am telling you, no change is going to come. Okay, so we'll complete this portion very fast. Okay, because already I have explained you that in detail. Now, next, adjustment of reserves, accumulated profits and losses. That concept is also similar because new partner has no role to play in this. Whatever is the amount that will be shared between or among the old partners. Okay, the same calculations will be there. Already I have explained you everything about these in chapter 4. Okay, so we'll be doing these faster. Next, adjustment of capital on the basis of new profit sharing ratio if so agreed. Sometimes what happens, on the basis of the new profit sharing ratio, the partner decide that their capital has to be there in that ratio. Okay, we did that portion in chapter 4 as well. Okay, but CBSE recently due to COVID-19 impact has reduced some syllabus. It has deleted some portion of some chapters. Okay, so this portion from this chapter has been deleted. Okay, however, I will be making video on that. Presently, that is not the part of syllabus. In future, once again it will come back. Okay, so or you can say that in further classes, if you remain student of commerce in future as well, then this is going to be useful for you. So I'll be making video on that as well. Okay, so this is all we are going to study very soon, by and by, in the another video. So this is all for today, friends. Okay, now very soon I'll be meeting you with the another video, and what will be our topic in that? Determination of new profit sharing ratio and sacrificing ratio. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.